Good morning. If you'd like to stand up and show up, and here we are.
And sing loud.
And sing loud, and
yeah.
Congratulations for making it here.
Yes.
Let's see, our words, okay. Planting a garden of love, we put our hearts into every seed, working in joy, calling to spirit, filling our lives with prosperity. It's more certain than truth, closer than near. All we could hope for and more is already here. Planting our garden of love, we put our hearts into every seed, working in joy, calling to spirit, filling our lives with prosperity. It's more certain than truth, closer than near. All we could hope for and more is already here.
I was just sitting there waiting for someone to come up here and start talking, and then I realized it was me. Good morning. My name is Bob White, and I am extremely happy to be serving as your service assistant today. As we've said on different occasions, we are a small but mighty group. It's good to see that we have some people who are still winter seasoned that can get out and move around when the weather's a little bit on the inclement side. So it's great that every one of you made the effort to be here with us today. I'd like to welcome anybody that's here for the first time. I don't see any faces that I don't recognize, but it's written down, so I said it. Our first announcement of the day is about the Father Fred Food Drive. It's going to be one of those days. As you can see, we've got a nice little start to our donations, and we've got another few weeks to load this table up and beyond. I remember once Kelly and I had taken probably 15 banana boxes or more over to Father Fred for the food drive. So it'd be nice to see how many we can put together, and I always know I can get banana boxes if we need them. It'd be great to have to send me back to Olson's a couple times for more boxes, so I'm hoping we can do that. You can either contribute non-perishable food items or money. There's a basket on the table if you'd like to donate money, and the food drive goes from February 2nd, which is today, to the 23rd. And there's a sign-up sheet in the hall for to man or woman the table at Tom's East Bay. It's a great experience. It really is. It's amazing. You know, people will come in and you'll give them they have a little sheet that you can hand out that's got some suggested items and so forth. And they kind of look at it and, yeah, okay. And they say, well, okay, fine. And they're the ones that bring 2 or 3 bags. They bring a bunch of stuff out. And then it's just a very heartwarming experience. It is very instrumental to Father Fred and the two food drives they have a year, and we have always participated in each. So I highly recommend that if you have some time, you will not regret that you took the opportunity to do this. We actually only have one time slot left. That's 5 o'clock, and there are two openings. And again, I've done it in the past. It's a great experience, and I highly recommend doing it if you have the time, because you will be heartwarming. It is heartwarming, and your heart will be warmed when you're done. So Molly also has something she'd like to say about the food drive.
So I hate to correct Bob, but however, things have changed since we did this sign-up sheet. So it turns out that Father Fred already has the 10 to 12 time slot covered, but they wanted to. So our hours of covering this table have changed. So we are now covering this table from 8 until 6. But we're not doing 10 to 12 because somebody else has already covered that. And so anyone who's already signed up on here, your time slot has changed. So please take a look at this when you go back to the fellowship hall, because if you were signed up for 9 to 11, you're now signed up for 8 to 10. And the only time slot that we have left, the one time slot that we have left, is 4 to 6. So that is a change, and I just wanted to make everybody aware of that. Okay? But thank you all for all the people who have already signed up. Thank you very, very much. And then I wanted to add something about all of the food that's up here on the table. I want to acknowledge that all of this came from Gordon and Lauren Berg. So thank you, guys. It did. Lauren is shaking her head, but this is from them. But I want to tell you what happened. So Gordon was blessed with a gift card from one of his friends, and he used that $100 gift card to buy all of these items for the Father Fred food drive. So he. To be fair, there were a lot of items on there before we got here this morning. Okay, thank you for pointing that out. Thank you. But I just want to acknowledge what a nice way to pay it forward. And so thank you very much for doing that for Father Fred and for us. So thank you.
And as I said, all the time slots are open. I suppose I should have looked at the sheet before I came up here, but then I would have been even more confused. We are adding to our prayer chaplain team. This is a team that I have found to be one of the most worthwhile and feeding experiences I've ever had. I've been a prayer chaplain before, and it is a phenomenal experience. I think all of the prayer chaplains would agree that in many instances, when we're asked or requested to pray with someone, we get more out of it than the person does, or as much as the person does. It is a very, very deep and meaningful experience. And if you have any interest at all in serving in a way that benefits the entire congregation, this is it. So, a week from today, on the 9th, we will be having an informational meeting, I'm guessing right here in the sanctuary after the service. Prayer chaplains and some former prayer chaplains will be here to answer any questions, to explain the program in some more detail. There is a couple training dates involved with that too. But if it even resonates a little bit in your heart, please stop by and find out what it's about, because it's an outstanding, outstanding program. And we want to expand the prayer chaplain team. So we'll be doing that next week. We're also looking for some people to serve on the nominating committee, which is probably one of the easiest committees ever at Unity Traverse City. What you do is you work towards getting people to run for the board. That's not going to be till next year. It really don't start to do much of anything until the fall. You have one meeting within 90 days of now, and then the rest of it is just kind of putting it together and thinking. And it's very important, and it's really very easy. So it doesn't take an awful lot of time. There's only a couple meetings maybe. So again, if you're looking for a way to serve this community, that's another way you can do it. Let me or someone else know if you're interested in doing that, because it is on the agenda, or will be on the agenda for the annual meeting, and the congregation has to vote on it. So we're looking for at least one person. I got to check with Sharon Chappelle to see if she's going to stay or not, but at least one person, possibly two, and it's a great way to get involved. Kay-Zins has something to say. Well, it says Coffee Klatch Ken Kay-Zins to speak, or I can wing it if you want.
Well, as you may know, we've been having the Coffee Clutch, it's called. and we just had our 10-year anniversary that we have had this every Wednesday morning at 9 o'clock for 10 years. And this all began a long time ago when Lori Weldon, myself, and Nancy Newman decided that we were getting so busy we didn't get to talk with each other. So we started meeting, and then pretty soon it grew and it grew. And so anybody that's here, raise your hand that if you've ever been to, yay. Oh yeah, yeah. And we even have our picture down at Bigby that they took one time because that's where we were meeting. So congratulations to us all.
I can speak from personal experience that I know it's a lot of fun because when they are here, even though that might be a smaller group, I'll be in the office doing some work and I can hear them cackling from the fellowship hall. I know. I'm so used to being the token male around here. It's just second nature. It's a role I enjoy and do well. Say what? Cackling, yes. Okay. Vicki Green has an announcement she would like to make. We're getting everybody involved. I might just pass the microphone around and see if anybody has something they'd like to say today.
Good morning, everybody. Boy, listening to everything that's going on, we are small, but we are mighty. Look at all the stuff we get done and do. So a week ago, Saturday, the C team met for a little mini retreat. Now C, if you're not familiar with that, stands for Spiritual Enrichment and Education Team. And we covered a lot of territory. I mean, I am so excited about all the things that we've accomplished. We looked back at what we have accomplished, and we were looking forward at building a calendar for this year. And we're great. We're a great team. And at some point, we actually talked about at some point, we will be looking for new members for the team, and there's specific things that we're looking for, like especially if one of our team members decides not to continue, there's specific areas of expertise that we're kind of looking for. So more on that later, but the primary thing I want to talk about today is that we approved the need for another team. Yeah, like we have so many people to provide more teams, right? Anyways, so I'm looking at Christine as I say this, because I've mentioned this to her and I've mentioned it to Brooke also, that, you know, we started out 2 years ago. This will make sense in a minute, but we started out, maybe it was either 2 or 3 years ago, we did Death Cafe, and we had an amazing turnout. We had like a total of 27 people attend that. And out of the Death Cafe came the need for a grief group. So we got that going. And then last fall, we did the End of Life series, you know, the 7-week series. And I had this brainstorm that, you know, wouldn't it be helpful to have a team that just focused on the transitionary nature and needs of our congregation? And so we've already gotten started doing those things. And so this particular team, your job would be to just keep your eye focused on what are the changing needs. And, you know, so many of us are in such transitions right now. Whether you're the caretaker, whether you have an illness, whether you've fallen and need help with things like, I mean, there's just so many needs that are constantly changing with our congregation and other people too. So the team would keep their eye out for all of those kinds of needs, and they would coordinate with the Angel team, who's already providing some of that. And they would coordinate with the chaplains, which have an eye on another piece of things that are going on too. So they would kind of act as an advisory team, just looking at the needs. And I want to say that I'm hoping that it doesn't turn into just a grief group or just the sorrow parts, but that we can find ways and programs that will honor the thresholds that we are crossing at this stage of life. You know, that we will recognize those thresholds, because there is no rites of passage right now that we do in a regular way to honor the stages that we're going through, the things that we deal with at this stage of life. So that team would kind of take a look at all of those things. So we talked about doing a meeting next Sunday if you're interested, but now if you're doing the chaplain thing next Sunday, I'm thinking maybe we should wait till the following Sunday to do that. Okay, so I'm thinking we probably have to check somebody's calendar, but so instead of meeting next week, we will meet the following week, just right after the service. And if you are at all interested in serving on this team, or if you just want to provide some input, you know, you might think, I don't want to be on the team, but boy, I kind of have my finger on the pulse of what's going on, then that's what we're looking for. So I hope that you will think about that. There's not many of us here today, but I guess now next week we have another chance to talk about it. So thank you all, and I'll turn this back to Bob.
Thank you, Vicki. Okay, a couple more short ones. The annual meeting and potluck is coming up Sunday the 23rd. It will be held right after the service, about 12:30 actually, I guess is when it starts. For years, we've had a soup and salad potluck between the end of the service and the beginning of the meeting, and we're going to do that this year as well. We do need a quorum in order to conduct the business of the church, so if you are a member, please make every effort you possibly can to be here so we can conduct our business and proceed on through the year. And last but not least, this is a script order Sunday. If you've been familiar with it and used the script program before, you know it's gift cards at places you already shop. You get the full value of whatever you buy, and the church gets a reduced payment from the people who run it, so we make a little bit of money along the way. And it's really a win-win for everybody. So if you want to participate in that, on the table back by the kitchen is our sign-up sheets for different businesses. There are more than that, so I'd almost guarantee you that if anything you shop for in Traverse City is probably going to be on the list, especially if they're the big guys, the nationals. So anyway, that's it for announcements.
If you'd like to stand, I think it's time to sing a song. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I am here to love. Yes, I am here to serve. Yes, I am here to be the love of God. Yes, I am here to love. Yes, I am here to serve. Yes, I am here to be the love of God, my God. And I know forevermore that I am loved. Yes, I know forevermore that I am loved. Yes, I am here to learn. Yes, I am here to live. Yes, I am here to be the love of God. Yes, I am here to learn. Yes, I am here to live. Yes, I am here to be the love of God, my God.
Now that we have the business aspect of the service out of the way, we're going to get into the spiritual part, the part that we've come to hear from one another, to be with one another, and to connect with Spirit for the next hour or so, the rest of the day, and hopefully for all of our lives. So let's begin with an opening prayer. We are extremely grateful to have this opportunity to once again join together and celebrate. Celebrate love, celebrate community, celebrate one another, and celebrate the goodness that is in the world. And that goodness can be seen regardless of what else is going on if we only take the time to look for it. And that we hopefully will do. So it is. Amen. Oh, I almost sat down to. We have the Statement of Unity on the screen today. Let's say that together. My thoughts become still in the place of peace.
I go to God in prayer. I know my God is there. In the silence I hear that the dark holds no fear. So I go to my God in prayer. I go to God in prayer. I know my God is there. My connection is sought, so I pray as Christ taught. When I go to my God in prayer, I go to God in prayer. I know my God is there. Peace and tranquility, love is waiting for me as I go to my God in prayer. Now I go to my God in prayer. So I go to my God in prayer.
This is now our time of prayer and meditation. So I invite you to get as comfortable as you possibly can in your seats. Take a couple of deep breaths to move you towards a more relaxed state than you might be at this moment. And as you're doing that, whatever thoughts of the day, any anxieties, any worry, any doubt, if they come into your mind, just let them go. See them pass away as the clouds in the sky on a bright sunny day. Feel your feet on the floor, grounded, not just to the floor, but to the earth itself. And know we are a part of that too. Today's music brought our connection to God into focus in all three songs. The first garden of love talked about everything that we need to be, we already are. Love, compassion, ability to serve. The second song, Yes, I Am, looked on those things. We're here to learn, to be love, and to be the love of God in expression. And the last song told us exactly what we have to do to fulfill what we are here to do. And that is connect with God. Realize that the Spirit is in us and we are Spirit. Recognize that all the things we hold dear and we are here to be and to express are within us. The love, the compassion, the kindness, the acceptance, it's all here and we all are. So as we go into the silence for a moment, think of that love. Think of those traits and opportunities we have to share that love and all else that we are with other people. And know that all we have to do is connect with God and be who and what we already are in the silence. As we come back to this moment, feel gratitude for what we are. Gratitude for the ability to be that expression of Spirit. For being able to be a messenger of peace, of love. And all we have to do is be ourselves. And so it is, amen.
I am the love of God. I am God's delight. I am the love of God. I am God's delight. I am God's delight. I am God. I am God's delight.
I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our guest speaker, which everybody in this room knows. It is the Reverend Julie Che, one of our own.
Good morning. Good morning. Grace and peace to you. Thank you for the opportunity to be with you this morning and deliver the message. Let's take a moment and put our hands on our hearts if that's comfortable for you. And just breathe in and out from your heart center. May the words of my mouth and may the meditations of all our hearts, O God, be filled with divine light and love and be a delight to you. May we receive what we are ready to receive, release what we are ready to let go of, all in accordance to our highest good, the purpose of our souls, and the well-being of our sacred planet. Let all the people say, we are the light. It's good I'm married. I'll start again. No. We are the light and the love of God, and we are each God's delight. And the light and love of God work through us even when we don't realize it. Isn't that nice to know? Let that be our intention. In the Prosperity 3 class Kit is teaching, we each created our own intention. We learned when Bob was talking not long after the first of the month that an intention is right-brained. It comes from our heart. We have passion for it. Whereas those darn New Year's resolutions come left-brain. They're goal-oriented. And underneath, that I'm going to lose weight this year, I'm going to do it this way, underneath that is failure, because we failed at some of those before, right? And the left brain puts everything in the categories that it knows, okay? It doesn't create, it has categories, it knows that everything goes into it. Everything in our lives, everything we see, experience, and heal. The right brain is our intuitive, psychic, if you will, connection. So we're all psychic. How many have a right brain? Leave your hands up. Leave your hands up. How many are psychic? Thank you. Good. So it's our connection to God, our connection to our messy creative selves. It's our connection to the bliss that we love to go into when those meditation times are just so perfect. Or you're holding that little baby. Same thing, right brain bliss, love, unconditional love. But we're souls, and as cups of the ocean of God, we want to have experiences. So we don't stay in that all the time, and I don't mean just in this life. I mean after we cross over, we're in our life between lives. We're one with God. It's bliss. It's wonderful. And at some point we say, new experiences are needed. Higher learnings are needed. And then we come back or go to some other planet or whatever, I love that stuff. It blows my mind. For some of us, the intention that we create is what we've always wanted, but we haven't stepped into it yet. Perhaps we've had too many yes buts. You know those? Yeah, great idea, but, yes, but. There's always a reason we can't. For others, our intention is based upon what we want because we've noticed so much of what we don't want. And Anybody noticed what they don't want recently? No? Yeah? Raise your hand if you've noticed some things you don't want. Okay, thank you. Thank you. It's just human, and in our nation at this time, it's more prevalent. Has it inspired you? Or has it dragged you down? Good. My intention is a combination of the two. What I've always kind of been trying to do and doing my best to do, and also by seeing what I don't want, I realize, hey, you're 71. If you don't have at it now, it's not going to happen. Simply stated, my intent is to help people move out of the suffering of victimhood and into the magnificent blessing of their divine creator essence, your divine creator essence, my divine creator essence. And I think it was last January, a message on the victim creator, and we had him on the screen and went through all that. You can see that if you need to on the website, the Unity's website. I have this passion to express and to bless. Like when we were doing the pottery work, I made blessing bowls and put blessings on them. I made blessing cards and had them around town here and there. I do poetry and writing, had a column in Families First that was kind of talking about that we're coming from that victim state and moving into making that transition into creator state. And I just love doing that. But especially now, when as a nation we've chosen a path based upon victimhood. I want you to realize that. When we are focused and drawing to us more of what we don't want, when so many of us seem to be in all-out resistance on both sides, feeling unloved, anxious, unsafe, it's time to learn another way. And we know other ways. It's just hard to get to them, right? We see what we don't want, we know what we want, but how do I get there? So I'm going to give you a few cues, a few little clues. You'll find others, you probably have others. And maybe during fellowship you can share how you get there, right? I believe that if many of us learn to be creators, manifesting God's love and light, and not functioning as helpless victims and blaming others for our situation, and looking for somebody to rescue us. You remember the victim triangle, right? Victim, rescuer, persecutor. And the victim will at some point say they are the rescuer, and then they will be the persecutor. And you see that going around and around and around. When we have the victim mentality, we are stuck in a loop of victim, rescuer, and persecutor. Okay. And I believe that we wouldn't be where we are if there weren't so many of us caught in that dynamic of victim. Where am I? I just ad libs. In preparation for the message today, I do as I often do. I sat in my chair with I have a little piano bench and it's got the crystals. I'm into crystals now that I do readings at Higher Self because they're magnificent. It's just a tool. And I prayed. I said, God, Higher Self, angels, guides, the whole team, tell me what needs to be the focus of this message today. What do the people that are going to be here need to hear? What can they receive? I shuffled the deck with that in mind. Cut it, took the top card. And what the top card said is, if I am resisting evil, evil in quotes, of course, right? I am attracting evil. Think about that. If I am resisting what I consider to be bad, awful, demonic, I am attracting what I consider to be bad, awful, and demonic. That resistance energy, right? The back card, side of the card read as follows. This is the Law of Attraction Oracle cards. It said, if you are resisting anything, you are focused upon it. Not upon what you want, but on what you don't want, right? Pushing against it and activating the vibration of it. And therefore attracting that which is like it. Wow. You know the saying, what we resist persists. You remember that? I like the little rhymes. Say that with me. What we resist persists. Again, what we resist persists. So instead of focusing on what we don't like or what we don't want, instead of resisting what's happening now in the world or in our lives, we are asked to focus on what we do want, thereby creating and manifesting more of what we do want. We are being asked to be creators. Do you remember the creator triangle? Unlike the victim triangle that was unsteady with victim, rescue, persecutor, the creator triangle was on a nice base. It was like this. It was creator, or top was creator, coach, and challenger. Prophetic, sometimes challenger, depends on the relationship, right? Creator, coach, and challenger. In my younger years at MSU, I took a class in self-defense. I wasn't really into it. You know, I was kind of shy, and but the teacher, I think it was a Taekwondo class, I'm not sure though. The teacher told us, he asked us to come at me. He said, come at me like you're going to attack me. So he was standing there, and us girls and some of the guys that were in the class would go like, you know, we're going to get you, and, you know, really. And so what the teacher did is, as we came at him like he was going to attack us, he swiped down our arm, stepped aside, and we went stumbling off away from him. It was the coolest thing. The puzzlement on our face, he was laughing. You know, we were all like, So we're going to attack. He used an energy tool. He swiped down our arm, sent us off as he stepped aside. We just kept going, and he stepped aside. You have to know what you're doing in martial arts to do that. Some say that the greatest fighters know when not to fight. They know when to step aside. He didn't resist us. He shifted the direction of his energy and moved us along. He chose to be in his power. He was confident. He was fearless. He had an energy tool he knew how to use, and I bet it wasn't just, oh, he learned it one day on YouTube. He practiced. He practiced a lot. He was focused. It was his intent. We have energy tools to go from being a victim and resisting what we don't want to being a creator and manifesting what we do want. We practice some of them every day. Yoga, meditation, grounding, running our energy, which is something we do before the sound bath. Running our energy because our auras will pick up, we're like Swiffer dusters, will pick up other people's stuff. Even our ovaries as women, we want to heal people. Give your ovaries a grounding cord. And wash your aura with that beautiful divine love and light that's there for you all the time. Just say yes, and you'll feel the sparkles come down, all the way down your body, releasing what you need to let go of, out your arms and hands, out your feet, out your first chakra, down to the center of the earth. Release, release, release. So we have tools, some of us have other tools. At night, when I just get into bed, after the kitties are all snuggled up next to me, I like to read my ebook. Hopefully I don't fall asleep with it 'cause it crashes on me, but so I opened it to where I was in the Raymond Hollywell book. Who knows what that's about? The Prosperity Plus 3 class, the kids teaching. I believe we're on chapter 4, right? 5 or 6? I know. Anyway, I opened it to chapter 8 because that's where I left off. So I thought, well, maybe this will give me something, some inspiration for the message. And I had to laugh when I noticed the title of chapter 8, The Law of Non-Resistance. It's like, whoa. Hollywell says that when you, and by the way, that's synchronicity, right? That's how the universe works. That's how God works. Hollywell calls that the law, right? When you intend on something, it all comes together. When you have a passion for something and you intend it, and you let it go, and it comes together. And then you take those steps to receive that and move forward. Hollywell says that when you and I live or work or function out of fear, that is, when we are in resistance to what we don't want, we are being foolish. Instead, he says we need to work for what we do want. We all know Mother Teresa's response to a person who asked her to join in the anti-Vietnam War protests. Do you remember that? It's quite well known, and I'm not quoting it exactly, but she said, I won't go with you in an anti-protest, but tell me what you want, and I'll walk with you. Tell me what you want, and I'll walk with you. Wise, wise. Hollywell asks us to notice the resilience of a little stream of water. I hope I'm not ruining this chapter for you guys, but I think it'll be okay. You might get something else from it when you read it. Does water stop its forward movement because, oh gee, there's a tree? Does it stop its forward movement because, oh look, some rocks? Does it stop its forward movement towards where it wants to go because there's a boulder? Does it bemoan and complain about the tree, the rock, or the boulder? No. What does it do? It goes around. It goes around. It steps back. It goes around. The little stream of water is not focused on the boulder or the tree. It is focused on what it wants. It keeps moving forward around whatever obstacles come its way. And eventually on its journey, it joins up with the great ocean. You and I are like the little stream. We're the cups of the ocean of God. If we grow through life fighting, opposing, resisting, and arguing, Hollywell says, we're bound to meet with many obstacles and likely become so occupied with fighting them that we lose sight of our real objective. Isn't that true? And if we're always getting steeled for the next opposition or trouble, we can expect plenty of it. This was written in the 60s, but wisdom is timeless. He notes that a small stream will struggle at first, that it has a difficult time. You know, it's just a little stream, and there's that rock or that tree. It needs to meander and get around. But as it keeps on, it will join with other water, other little streams, and make a larger stream. Then it'll become a river whose path is more direct, and there are less obstacles on its way to the mighty ocean. And you know, A river can cut canyons. Canyons. A river can cut canyons, right? Like the Grand Canyon out of rock. That seemingly non-resistant water is so powerful. And so are we. We are like that. When we begin to focus on what we want instead of what we don't want, we encounter obstacles we may want to resist, but as our journey continues, we become more skilled. The journey's easier and it's more enjoyable. And all those synchronicities that happen and make things better and better, greater than we could ever have expected or hoped for. And we just say, thank you, God, thank you so much. Think how the universe had to organize things to make things happen. A gal called me the other day and wanted to know, she got one of my blessing cards at Higher Self. She wanted to know if I sell those. And it's like, well, I used to have them available, but I can't print them anymore. But there's a lady at Unity named Scylla who asked me the same thing about a year ago, right, Scylla? And Scylla was kind enough to finance the setup at the copy shop. And they're all set up. And they have a couple sheets. And now I worked with Dan, got Scylla's permission. And I'm going to have those blessing cards available on my website. All people have to do is take that link to the copy shop, pay for what they want. They can order them from China, as far as I care. And this lady, she said to me, she said, we need more of that energy now. And I said, yeah, I know. And she told me about people that are coming to her and complaining and frustrated and angry and that they don't know what to do. And I said, gee, that sounds like a great workshop. So that's our next phase. Now think of what the universe had to do. First of all, give me the inspiration to make them. And then when they're no longer around, give Scylla the inspiration to set that all up so they'd be ready at the copy shop. Give that gal an inspiration that she wants more blessing and to call me. And then give me the inspiration to call copy shop. And give the copy shop has the inspiration to be willing to take those orders and ship them or whatever needs to be done. Think of all that universe arranged. Isn't that wonderful? Something I wouldn't have done on my own, wouldn't have even thought of on my own. Our unity, our little streams come together, don't they? And they can make a powerful river on the way to the divine ocean, the mystery we call God. Halliwell addresses our time very prophetically when he says, to extend a loving thought to anyone or anything removes the opposition and the enmity that once seemed to be there. This removal must first be in the own person's consciousness. Once the thought of enmity, how did you define that? I meant to look it up. Is that harm, negativity, harm, Once the thought of enmity is removed from your consciousness, you will not attract the same conditions again. Could you imagine if we, as unity and going, all the unities in the world, when we taught and one teaches another, taking that out of our hearts, moving towards understanding, helping a person move from being a victim to being a creator, realizing they have a capable spirit. Connecting our hearts with love, unconditional love, and compassion for the wounded, for the hurting, for the confused. It's easy to blame others when life isn't working the way we want, or eggs cost more than we think they should, which is just a surface thing, There's pain underneath. There's a lot of pain underneath. guilt, shame, whatever. What if there was forgiveness? What if we all learned to have self-love and self-respect? The same love and respect that the divine has for us, that we are as a cup of the ocean of God. Halliwell continues with some biblical-like verses. Do good to those that hate you. Remember, Jesus said that. Because in doing good, you are raised above the thought of hate, and hate cannot touch your life. I think of Jesus going into the ruler's house where the daughter lay dead, and there was all the mourners, and the ruler had said, please just come, and I know you will heal my daughter. She'll be well. And they laughed and ridiculed Jesus. Oh, what does he think? You got to be kidding. But the rulers, everybody out, and they got out, and he took the daughter's hand, and she rose. She lived. What we think might be dead, with this divine energy, the Christ Spirit within each of us, can live, can rise again, and be even better, because we'll have learned our higher learnings, and we'll put that out into the world. He continues, bless those that curse you, and pray for those that misuse you. Why? Because blessing calls forth the highest good within you. The highest good within you can only attract the highest good from another. Blessing instead of cursing affects others by taking away their weapons of hate, malice, and revenge. Their love and interest will be reciprocal with yours, Halliwell says. As you entered the sanctuary today, you were offered a string of beads. These are blessing prayer beads. That's what I call them. You can call them whatever you want. Do you have your string? I think there's some somewhere if you need them. Find your string of beads. I made them to remind us to be in a state of blessing at all times. You can put them in your pocket. What I like to do, I actually have larger beads. I have like a necklace that I took apart and made. So larger beads might be nice for you when you pray at home. What I do is, I'm right-handed. So if you're left-handed, please do opposite. I hold them in my left hand. And then each phrase, I move a bead. May I feel loved. May all beings feel loved. May the planet feel loved. So I'd like you to join in doing that with me. You can have 5 sets of prayers with 3 verses each. So please repeat after me, and as you say the phrase, move your first bead. May I feel safe. May all beings feel safe. May the earth feel safe. Take a nice deep breath. Strain your eyes and look up. And release your breath and your eyes. Make sure that you're grounded all the way down to the center of the earth. Feel the earth supporting you. Feel divine love and light showering you. Continuing, may I feel loved. May all beings feel loved. May the earth feel loved. May I be at peace. May all beings be at peace. May the earth be at peace. May I have vibrant health. May all beings have vibrant health. May the earth be vibrantly healthy. May I be fulfilled. May all beings be fulfilled. May the earth be fulfilled. And if you get to the end of your string, just turn it around and start again. May I align with my highest good? May all beings align with their highest good. May the earth be aligned with its highest good. A pause and take a deep breath. I'd like you to just notice if there has been someone or something or some situation that you have been resistant to. You've been pushing against that boulder, getting more and more of it. Just take a moment. Just close your eyes and acknowledge you're human. It's okay. When we know what we don't want, then we can move towards what we do want. What we're going to do for these next 5 prayers is when I say name, I would like you to whisper or mention within yourself the name or the situation that you're working with, that you've been pushing against. So let's start together. Name. Repeat after me. I mean you no harm. I wish you well. Name. I mean you no harm. I wish you well. And again, name. I mean you no harm. I wish you well. Name. I mean you no harm. I wish you well. And one final time, name. I mean you no harm. I wish you well. Amen. How does that feel? You notice your energy shifting? Yeah. Nate, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to pray in that manner with you. Praying for what we do want creates. I have a sign in my former pottery studio. And I believe it was Jack Cornfield who said this. I wood burned it in. Care for and bless that which is in front of you. Care for and bless that which is in front of you. Say that with me. Care for and bless that which is in front of you. Yeah. Praying for what we do want, caring for and blessing what is in front of us, helps us to set our intention. It creates a higher vibration in our body, a little glow, so we feel wonderful, and we send out this higher vibration into the planet. And it affects everyone and everything we meet. Bless the squirrel. Bless the tree. Bless the ice. Bless your neighbor. Bless the chair you sit on. Bless where you do your shopping and all the people in the store. The universe will always respond. Like attracts like. It's the law. What you ask for, Jesus said, you will receive. Just be aware of what we're asking for, right? What we're thinking about, what we're focused on, what we vibrate at, right? As we join together in blessing with thousands more around the globe, our little cups become the mighty river of God's light and love, creating an abundance of delight on our way to the infinite ocean of God. Let all the people say.
Thank you, Julie. That was a message of hope I needed to hear today. Thank you so much. This is now our time of offering, a time to share our financial gifts with the ministry. As children of a loving God, we live in the light of abundance, deeply grateful for all that has been given and all that is to come. We embrace the good that God provides with joy and thanksgiving. The prosperity blessings words should be on the screen together. When I open my heart to receiving and giving as God intended, my life is filled with prosperity.
Feel free to join in. We're all friends here.
Yes, we want to hear very chirpy, loud voices. Happy voices, blessed voices.
1, 2, 3. I got love. I got peace. I got joy. Flowing like a river. I got love. I got peace. I got joy. Flowing like a river. One heart, one line, one love. Flowing like a river. I got hope. I got strength. I got faith to move every mountain. I got hope. I got strength. I got faith to move every mountain. One heart, one mind, one love to move every mountain. I got you. I got me. I got us coming together. I got you. I got me. I got us coming together. One heart, one mind, one love coming together. We're coming together. Coming together. Coming together. Coming together. Coming together. We're coming together. Coming together. One heart, one mind, one love, coming together. One heart, one mind, one love, coming together. Last time. One heart, one mind, one love, coming together.
It's a good way to end it. It's nice. I'd like to thank everybody once again for being here with us this morning and deciding to share part of your Sunday with us. There will be prayer chaplains available, one usually here, one in the hall for anyone who is in need of individual prayer. We will have a fellowship time at the other end of the building in the fellowship hall, chance to get a little bit of a beverage or two, coffee or tea, maybe a little snack and a chance to just talk to all of our friends that are here today, as many as we can. So why don't we go ahead and form our circle for our closing.
It's kind of a follow-up to what she did.
Yeah. Oh, your letter? Yeah.
Really coming close.
That's just a more intimate circle today. That's not half bad. Oh, okay, let's just center one more time and feel the gratitude for what we've heard today, what we felt today, the music, Julie's talk, and just the feeling of love and connection that is here among us. and with spirit. At this time, if you have someone that you think you would like to put into the prayer circle, go ahead and whisper or say their name now. And as we release these individuals and the prayers that we're asking for to the universe, we know that those who need to hear them will, and that the love of God surrounds each and every one of them. And with that, let us close with our prayer for protection, which should be on the screens. Together, the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it be